Folks, thank you so much for watching this video and for supporting this channel. If you enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed, please do so and click on the notification bell. And if you are subscribed, please check to make sure you still are. The algorithm is aggressively removing subscribers at an alarming rate. I also thank you for the super thanks, folks, and promise to answer each and every one I receive. Help us keep fighting to save pop culture because the forces of wokeness are stacked against us. Thanks for watching, and now, on to the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today with an exclusive scoop from my amazing Hollywood spies about what's going on behind the scenes with the so-called Rey movie. And if you think that coming out with a movie about a bland character from a loathed trilogy is insane, just wait until you hear the various plot lines that have been circulating behind the scenes at Lucasfilm. Folks, my Hollywood spies have been beating the bushes for this information for many a moon now. Is this idiotic Rey movie real? Is it fake? Does it have a script? Is it in pre-production yet? Does it have a budget? In this video, we'll attempt to answer these questions, but I will tell you right now, the answers are seemingly contradictory on the surface in a lot of ways because there's a great deal of chaos behind the scenes. No one really has a grip on what's happening at Lucasfilm. There are competing factions scrambling to set the agenda. They don't have a lot of money, and it seems like they're flailing around in panic, doing their damnedest to chart a way forward through the fog of melting snowflakes and the bog of red ink losses. Star Wars is a steaming pile of shit in a field strewn with the rubble of the Star Wars Empire, my friends, and there's a Kennedy loyalist faction inside Lucasfilm that's trying to bust up the rubble into little pebbles suitable for cat litter, judging by the garbage these woke wankers are shoveling.
It's true, Doomcock. Lucasfilm is well and truly self-screwed. One part of Lucasfilm lets it leak out about this horrible Rey movie BS. Star Wars fans collectively throw up in their popcorn buckets at the mere thought of it. Then Bob Iger panics, talks to Jon Favreau, and then counter-announces a Mandalorian movie instead of, or in addition to, Mandalorian Season 4. What sane company operates like this? Sane is the operative word, Harvey Cthulhu. You cannot claim to be a for-profit company anymore after you propose a movie based on the hated lead character of a failed movie trilogy that's dead in the water in terms of merchandising and fan support. The only reason to make a Rey movie is to spread the message, TM, and further the agenda, Pat Pending.
Indeed, O Skull of Calderon. Disney would rather say Rey is the bestest ever than deliver dividends to their investors. Disney is committing the ultimate corporate sin, prioritizing extremist political messages over company profits, and that is why they're failing. After all, regardless of how you personally feel about Disney Star Wars, the facts are stark and crystal clear. Rey is a divisive figure that alienates a large segment of the Star Wars fan base, a fan base that has eroded over the years due to woke wankery, shoddy writing, and Disney's insane political effort to change Star Wars from a male-focused franchise to a female-focused franchise, and that, my friends, is fiscal suicide. Essentially, Disney has jettisoned the men and boys who sustained this franchise for almost half a century in favor of a theoretical female fan base that has yet to show up in any meaningful way. And in announcing a Rey movie, it strongly signals that Disney has learned nothing. They are persisting in their madness, and there's no hope in sight for those few Star Wars fans still remaining.
Hey, at least we know that Disney realizes the Rey movie thing is a big stinker. Otherwise, they'd be focused on softening up the market to bend over and accept the Rey movie shoved up their collective ass. The fact Iger announced this Mando movie clearly proves Disney is alarmed at the public rejection of this Rey movie garbage and knows what sells. They just don't care.
Yep, it proves Disney does not care about profit. Oh sure, they'll try to distract and change the narrative, but in the end, they haven't come right out and said, hey, The Rey movie announcement was an unauthorized leak. There is no Rey movie. That would be the smart thing. Put down the agenda and back slowly away from it until the bomb squad arrives. But that's not the case, my friends, and that leads us to what my Hollywood spies have learned about this troubled project. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to me by my Hollywood spies, but since I cannot personally verify any of this, I am presenting it solely as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. That said, here is what I've been told. On January 11th, I received the following message from my Hollywood spies, quote, "The Rey movie. So it seems this is destined to be a shit show as well. This information comes from one of our longtime agents. They named the agent, and while I won't reveal that code name, I can tell you this report comes from one of my oldest and best agents. According to this source, the Rey movie is still based on a rejected script that had been rewritten countless times, at least 6 times now. It's basically Rey restarting the Jedi Order, and she is either pregnant with Ben's kid or has had Ben's kid and he's evil. Well, it turns out there's a new rewrite of this script, and it goes something like this. Rey starts the new Jedi Academy to train her twins, a girl and a boy. As they grow, the boy turns to the dark side and kills Rey, and the movie focuses on the sister, believing she can turn her brother back to the light. We have more information coming about this, but we wanted to get ahead of this. It seems there's something to it. We have other sources coming to us without us even asking with very similar information, unquote."
Wow, this is such a surprise. So Rey has twins. The boy turns out to be, what else? Evil, and he kills Rey. You know, I'm kind of liking this movie.
I know, right? This is a movie that could broadly appeal to Star Wars fans who are sick and tired of Rey. We get to see her give her best Han Solo impression, run through with a lightsaber wielded by her evil son, turning her from the bestest ever to the bestest never.
Hey, somebody needs to tell evil Kylo Jr. to pull the lightsaber out sideways, not straight out, lest Rey shake it off as a flesh wound like Reva did in Kenobi. To eliminate doubt, sideways pull out. Old Sith proverb. You're welcome.
I think this is hilarious. They're just revising an old script that's been rejected umpteen billion times over many years now in their desperation to keep Kathleen Kennedy's dream of the Force being female alive. So Rey gets bumped off like Han Solo by a toxic white male representative of the patriarchy, and then Rey gets avenged when her daughter puts down the patriarchy and the power of Poon is restored, LOL. It just goes to show you, these woke wankers have no loyalty at all to Rey or any of the other female characters they've promoted because, surprise, surprise, they're not really characters at all. None of them have a following, none of them have stuck in the public's consciousness, not like Luke or Han, so no one gives a shit about killing them off. They're disposable. Like in the USSR back during the Cold War, the individual is nothing at Lucasfilm. The well-being of the state is all that matters, and in this case, the state is the message, the agenda, the wankery of the new woke order reigns supreme. Rey is just a vessel for the message, and if this rumor is true, they're perfectly happy shattering that vessel and placing the message in another. These people are laughable little propagandists, and this insane fixation on the woke message is why we all must say, without respect, we reject. We close our wallets to these people, these corruptors of our culture, these cultural vandals, these incompetent hacks. As of this time, folks, no finalized and approved script for the Rey movie is ready. The so-called Rey movie is still just a lot of hot air with no script approved, and almost certainly we will see a Mandalorian movie before this piece of shit even sees the inside of a test screening. But one thing is clear. It's time to stop watching Disney Star Wars. These people have no respect for us. They have no respect for themselves. They have no respect for their own franchise. They don't even respect the characters that they themselves have created, which all goes to show you that really Disney Star Wars is a total failure. There are no breakout characters from that trilogy. There are no toys in the stores. There are no fans in the seats. This thing is DOA. But hey, turn that ambulance into a hearse, Disney. You keep it up, and let's see where Star Wars is a year or two from now. From the center of the earth, this is Victor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.